happened at previously. It looks like my previous attempt failed and just quit. So I'll go back a few slokas. But I was just saying, I just left Vrindavan a few days ago, and with all the night travel and adjusting and getting all the medicines in order and everything, it was a few days off. And on top of that, the internet's been very bad. The home Wi-Fi is down, the server's down, and I have 2 SIM cards, but only one will work for internet. So I'm back on the 4G. So I was saying in Vrindavan I had some very sweet experiences. What I felt the most difficult to go away from Vrindavan was that every day I would go to Guna Grai Maharaj's house and we would read Caitanya Caitamrta for at least 90 minutes. And many nights I was able to go to his house for some really amazing kirtans. Every day newer and newer kirtan leaders are showing up and more devotees come. So he's very, very happy in spite of his health, still trying to, find ways to hang in there. But otherwise he's full of energy to play his drums, and he's big smiling and an amazing appetite. So, and then of course trying really hard to get sincere to pray for the mercy of Lord Balaram. And Nityananda, who is my life and soul, but I just want to. They're giving so much mercy, but how to take it? And also the Bhagavatam classes in Vrindavan are really wonderful. Every morning, so many, every day, different speakers, everybody super excellent. And about the prayers of Prahlad, which are some of my favorite prayers, and everybody's. Then I was quite disturbed to see all the cows eating garbage, and so I find it hard to see through that, to see the real Vrindavan. But it did make me think more and more of what the real Vrindavan is, and how much Krishna loves cows, and how we have to really take the ball and run to do something to help all the cows. Mostly they're bulls on the street. If the cow can give some milk, they keep it. But the bulls now, they have no value because almost all the farming is done by tractor. There's a few very nice people still transporting goods by bullock cart. I'm sure that it's much cheaper for the shopkeepers than paying for trucks and everything, but not very many of them. And then behind the apartment I was staying, off the balcony, that's where the bulls that pull the Sandipani Mool school buses. They have 8 school buses that are bullock powered, 2 bulls on each one. They're very, very healthy, and they're constantly building more and more facilities for them, and they have some big land behind. And they get a lot of exercise because they're pulling those carts, and they're doing great service just by being there, because it's showing people that, a higher culture, and also, they're taking those kids to school, those poor children. So I'm going to carry on with Caitanya Caitamrta Madhya Lila, chapter 1, starting with verse 7 is where I left off before, as far as I know. Jaya Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Shrivas Adi, Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda. All glories to Lord Nityananda and Advaita, and all glories to all the devotees of Lord Chaitanya, headed by Srivas Thakur. Purve Kahilun Adi Lilara Sutragana Yaha Vastiri Yachena Dasa Vrindavana. I have previously described in synopsis the Adi Lila, initial pastimes, which have already been fully described by Vrindavan Das Thakur. Ataiva Tara Ami Sutra Matra Kailun Ye Kichu Vishesha Sutra Madhya Kahilun. I have therefore given only a synopsis of those incidents, and whatever specifics were to be related have already been given in that synopsis. Ebe kahi shesha lilar mukhya sutra gana prabhura ashesha lila na yaya varnana. To describe the unlimited pastimes of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu is not possible, but I now wish to relate the chief incidents and give a synopsis of those pastimes occurring at the end. Tada Madhya Ye Bhaga Dasa Vrindavana Caitanya Mangali Vistari Karila Varnana Se Bhagyara Ihan Sutra Matra Lekiba Tahan Ye Vishesha Kichu Ihan Vistariba. I shall describe only in synopsis that portion which Vrindavan Das Thakur has described very elaborately in his book Chaitanya Mangal. Whatever incidents are outstanding, however, I shall later describe, elaborate. Caitanya Lila Vyasa Dasa Vrindavana Tanra Agyaya Karon Tanra Uchishta Charvana. Actually, the authorized compiler of the pastimes of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu is Vrindavan Das, the incarnation of Vyasadeva. Only upon his orders am I trying to chew the remnants of food that he has left. Bhakti Kare Shire Dari Tanhara Charane Shesha Lilada Sutra Gana Koriye Varnana. Placing his lotus feet upon my head in great devotion, I shall now describe the summary of the Lord's final pastimes. Chabisa Vistara Prabhu Grihe Avastana Tahanye Korila Lila Adi Lilar Nama. For 24 years, Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu remained in home, and whatever pastimes he performed during that time are called Adi Lila. Chabisa Vatsara Sheshe Ye Maga Masa Tara Shukla Pakshe Prabhu Korila Sannyasa. At the end of his 24th year, in the month of Magha, during the fortnight of the waxing moon, the Lord accepted the renounced order of life, sannyas. Sannyasa Kodiya Chabisa Vatsara Avastana Tahanye Lila Tara Shesha Lila Nama. After accepting sannyas, Lord Chaitanya remained within the material world for another 24 years. Within this period, whatever pastimes he enacted are called Shesha Lila, or pastimes occurring at the end. Tada Madhya Chaya Vatsar Gaman Agamana Nila Chala Goda Setu Banda Vrindavana. For 6 years of his last 24, Caitanya Mahāprabhu traveled all over India, from Jagannath Puri to Bengal, and from Cape Comorin to Vrindavan. Tahan Ye Lila Tara Madhya Lila Naman Tara Pache Lila Ancha Lila Abhidana. All the pastimes performed by the Lord in those places are known as the Madhya Lila, and whatever pastimes were performed after that are called the Ancha Lila. Adi Lila, Madhya Lila, Ancha Lila Ara Ebe Madhya Lilara Kichu Koriye Vistara. The pastimes of the Lord are therefore described in 3 periods: the Adi Lila, Madhya Lila, and Shesha Lila, Ancha Lila. Now I shall very elaborately describe the Madhya Lila. Ashtadasha Varsha Kevala Nila Chali Stiti Apani Achari Jive Shikaila Bhakti. For 18 continuous years, Lord Caitanya Mahāprabhu remained in Jagannath Puri and through the personal behavior instructed all living entities in the mode of devotional service. Tada Madhya Chaya Vatsara Bhakta Gana Sanghe Prema Bhakti Pravartaila Nitya Gita Range. In these 18 years at Puri, Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu spent 6 years with his many devotees. By chanting and dancing, he introduced the loving service of the Lord. Nityananda Goswami Pataila Goda Desha Tenho Goda Desha Ushaila Prema Rasa. Lord Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu sent Nityananda Prabhu from Jagannath Puri to Bengal, which is known as Godadesh, and Lord Nityananda Prabhu overflooded the country with the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Sahajit Nityananda Krishna Premodana Prabhu Agyaya Kaila Yahan Tahan Premadana. Nityananda Prabhu is by nature very much inspired in rendering transcendental loving service to the Lord Krishna. Now, being ordered by Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, he distributed this loving service anywhere and everywhere. Tanhara Charane Mora Koti Namaskar Chaitanyara Bhakti Yenho Lao Yaila Samsara. I offer innumerable obeisances unto the lotus feet of Nityananda Prabhu, who is so kind that he spread the service of Lord Caitanya Mahāprabhu all over the world. Chaitanya Gosani Yanra Bale Bada Bhai Tenho Kahe Mora Prabhu Chaitanya Gosai. Chaitanya Mahāprabhu used to address Nityananda Prabhu as his elder brother, whereas Nityananda Prabhu addressed Chaitanya Mahāprabhu as his Lord. Yadyapi Apani Haya Prabhura Balaram Tatapi Chaitanya Rakari Dasa Abhiman. Although Nityananda Prabhu is none other than Lord Balaram himself, he nonetheless always thinks of himself as the eternal servant of Lord Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Chaitanya Seva Chaitanya Gao Lao Chaitanya Nama Chaitanya Ye Bhakti Kare Se Mora Prana. Nityananda Prabhu requested everyone to serve Lord Caitanya Mahāprabhu, chant his glories, and utter his name. Nityananda Prabhu claimed that person to be his life and soul, who rendered devotional service to Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Most likely, anyone listening to this is doing that by chanting the holy name, by reading Bhagavad Gita or any of those things, especially by public chanting and trying to preach. That's the real business of every living entity. That's why we have a human life, that we can actually do those things. It's given to us perfectly for us to use to spread Krishna consciousness to the type of people that Krishna sends us. Somebody may, getting thousands of people, in big gatherings every day and big Kumbh Melas or something, but others may just preach to one person, but if that person, listens, then that's very special. That's why book distribution is a wonderful activity, because we meet so many people and can talk one-on-one with them. And Krishna will send us, sincere people to help, so we can try to help them. Next. In this way, Śrī Nityananda Prabhu introduced the cult of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu to everyone without discrimination. Even though the people were fallen souls and blasphemers, they were delivered by this process. Tabe Prabhu Vraje Patayila Rupa Sanatan Prabhu Agyaya Dui by Aila Vrindavan. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then sent the two brothers Rupa and Sanatan to Vraja. By his order they went to Sri Vrindavan Dham. Bhakti Pracharyata Sarva Tirtha Prakashila Madana Gopala Govindara Seva Prachaila. After going to Vrindavan, the brothers preached devotional service and discovered many places of pilgrimage. They specifically initiated the service of Madan Mohan at that time, and Gopalji, but they found those deities, lost deities, the very old ones. Nana Shastra Ani Kaila Bhakti Granta Sara Muda Adama Janere Tenho Karila Nistara. Both Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami brought the various scriptures to Vrindavan and collected the essence of these by compiling many scriptures on devotional service. In this way they delivered all rascals and fallen souls. Purport. Srila Srinivas Thakur has sung Nana Shastra Vichara Naika Nipano Saddharma Samstapako Lokanamita Karino Tribhuvane Manyo Sharanyakaro. Radha Krishna Padaravinda, excuse me, it's Hita Karano Tribhuvane Manyo. Radha Krishna Padaravinda Bhajanandena Matikla Vande Rupa Sanatano Raghuyago Shijiva Gopalago. The six Goswamis under the direction of Srila Rupa and Srila Sanatan Goswami studied various literatures and picked up the essence of them and delivered the devotional service of the Lord. This means that all the Goswamis wrote many scriptures on devotional service with the support of the Vedic literature. Devotional service is not a sentimental activity. The essence of the Vedic literature knowledge is devotional service, as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 15:15. Vedaischa sarvairevaham avevedam. All the Vedic literature aims at understanding Krishna, and how to understand Krishna through devotional service has been explained by Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami with evidence from all Vedic literatures. They have put it so nicely that even a rascal or first-class fool can be delivered by devotional service under the guidance of the Goswamis. Prabhu Agyaya Kaila Sabha Shastrara Vichara Vrajara Niguda Bhakti Kodila Prachara. The Goswamis carried out the preaching work of devotional service on the basis of Vedic analytical study of all confidential Vedic literatures. This was in compliance with the order of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu. Thus one can understand the most confidential devotional service of Vrindavan. Purport. This proves that bona fide devotional service is based on the conclusions of the Vedic literatures. It's not based on a type of sentiment exhibited by the Prakriti Sahajyas. The Prakriti Sahajyas do not consult the Vedic literature, and they are debauchees, women hunters and smokers of ganja. Sometimes they give a theatrical performance and cry for the Lord with tears in their eyes. Yes, they sure do. Of course, all scriptural conclusions are washed off by these tears. The Prakriti Sahajyas do not realize that they are violating the orders of Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu, who specifically said that to understand Vrindavan and the pastimes of Vrindavan, one must have sufficient knowledge of the Shastras, Vedic literatures, as stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.12, Bhaktya Shruta Grihitaya. This means that devotional service is acquired from Vedic knowledge. Tat Shradadana Munaya. Devotees who are actually serious attain bhakti, scientific devotional service, by hearing Vedic literatures, Bhaktya Shruta Grihitaya. It is not that one should create something out of sentimentality, become a sahajya and advocate such concocted devotional service. However, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur considered such sahajyas to be more favorable than the impersonalists, who are hopelessly atheistic. The impersonalists have no idea of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The position of the sahajyas is far better than that of the Mayavadi sannyasis. Although the sahajyas do not think much of Vedic knowledge, they nonetheless have accepted Lord Krishna as the Supreme Lord. Unfortunately, they mislead others from authentic devotional service. I'm going to have to stop for a few minutes. I'm going to end this one. And also, it's shorter. Well, I think to have a few short ones is better than many long ones.